All right, good morning and welcome to Coffee Morning with Ludwig. And we're going to continue our introduction on the Financial Freedom series next week in my Facebook group, Business Basics for Aspiring Entrepreneurs. I'm going to have the daily Facebook Live for the 5-day challenge. I set up a 5-day challenge so that those who want to start a business would somehow experience how it is to prepare and have a little hint or experience on what it is to be in business. So what I'm going to share today is more on the mental preparation, how to start a business, right? Because if we don't prepare our mind, our body, or any preparation at all, we're just going to lose the battle, right? So there has to be a plan, and we also prepare ourselves to start a business. So here is something that I would like to share that actually had a huge difference to me when I was starting out in business. And if you have been following my video, you would know the day that I actually decided to be an entrepreneur was when I read a book that inspired me to be someone who can be part of the solution as an entrepreneur, right? And one of my heroes is Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's what I'm going to share today with practicing mental preparation. Um, one huge one huge difference that actually made an impact in my life was um, never say I can't afford it, right? Instead, say or ask that how can I afford it, right? So a lot of people who wants to start a business has a problem with capital, right? So if you have that problem, most of the time you will have many challenges when you are already in business. When you always say that I'm having a hard time raising funds, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. When we practice that statement, or when we say that internally and externally, that is what's going to happen. Our mind is going to shut off in looking for solutions how you can afford an item that you want, or um, anything that you would need. Let's say you want to scale your business and you need fundings on that expansion. So if you're going to say that I can't afford it, your mind is going to stop looking for solutions. Instead of saying that how can I afford it, then you are training your mind to look for solutions. So um, I was watching this documentary of Bill Gates inside Bill's brain. One of the things, or one of the questions asked to him was, what is he afraid of, or what does he fear? So his answer was that is if his brain is going to stop working, right? So Bill Gates is someone that we see that's very successful, or who has really created a lot of things that if we were in his shoes, that we would also be grateful on the success that he created. So um, when we want to succeed, we have to also study successful people. So this guy, Bill Gates, if we're going to check on his fears, that he does not want his brain to stop working, so it means that he is actually training his mind. So one of his habits is actually reading books, and every day he has this tote bag with, I think it's a dozen books that he reads every day, right? So what does he do? What does he do with those books? So he just reads that, and let his mind naturally, right? So I'm saying naturally because um, his mind is so it's so snappy. He said that it's so snappy, and he reads books. Let his mind naturally calculate. Okay, naturally calculate those things that the information that he gets. So he can or his brain is just going to naturally give answers. So let me give you another example or a statement from Edison. Thomas Edison. He said that when he invented a lot of things, he said he actually tapped the his creative mind. Alright, and he also said that it's not actually from him. So what does that mean? Right? He believes that our mind is a supercomputer. It's if we're going to go back to psychology or even biology or whatever study that is, we have this conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is this reason I'm talking right now. I would like to go live. The decisions, they are in the realms of the conscious mind, and on the subconscious mind, it just accepts anything from your senses, from whatever the conscious mind would choose to believe. Right? And so the subconscious mind processes it, and so what happens is just like Bill Gates, he reads those books in the conscious mind. It went to his subconscious mind. The subconscious mind calculates whatever information that's accepted by the conscious mind, and then it provides answers on its own. So just the same with Thomas Edison, when he said that it's the things that he invented are not actually his. It's from a power within the subconscious mind, or some people would actually call it like it's not actually a mind. It's an infinite intelligence. If you would study psycho-cybernetics, it's not a mind. It's a mechanism. All right. So let me explain further. I have this experience in college where I've always believed I'm good in math. Okay, because my parents, my late father is a physics teacher. My mother is mathematics teacher, algebra, general math, or whatever. Okay, so my parents are teachers, right? And I believe that I am good in math because my parents are also good in math. And then I was in college, and I had a hard time solving problems in differential calculus. I did not ask my parents to teach me about that, so I just studied on my own, and I could not solve any problem. There was this one night I could not solve the problem, and then I went back to my previous experiences, and what worked for me, I don't know how I realized that one, but what worked for me is that when I just tell myself that I'm good in math, I can solve this one, miraculously, the answers are just going to pop up. So I tried it again on that experience that I had on a challenge of that differential calculus. I said that I'm good with this. I'm just going to practice more, and I'm inherently good at this, and I will be able to solve this problem. So I just read the books. I practice problems. I practice those problem solving exercises, and then boom, I was able to solve the problems. And I remember in our circle of friends back in college, I have some classmates as well that are very challenged with the subjects, and I remember I actually told him that what worked for me, or actually, you just have to think that you're good at it. You just have to think that you're good at it, and then you would be able to, you are going to be good at it. Okay? I did not realize how powerful that that power, that just believe that you're good at something, and then you're going to be good at something. So let me give you another story that I experienced, how that actually works. So we were in Camarines Sur, right? We were in Camarines Sur, Cam Sur, and we have this business leaders going. I was based back then in Manila for 7 years, and then I was full time in business, and we have a community, and the business leaders actually went to Camarines Sur, Cam Sur, and that is where we have this wakeboarding. All right, and if you're going to experience wakeboarding in Camarines Sur, there are 3 stages that for newbies. There are 3 stages that you're going to go through before you can actually jump into the wakeboarding. The third stage will actually be the actual wakeboarding exercise, or you're actually going to wakeboard. So the first stage was that you're just going to kneel down on because a wakeboarding, it's like you have this longer skateboard when you are wakeboarding, and that is on a body of water. Okay. Good morning. So, alright, going back to that wakeboarding experience. On the first stage, it's so simple. I think anyone can do it, but it can also be very challenging to some people who are not maybe an outdoor type. But if you are a person that really loves the outdoors, most probably in general the stage 1 experience on how to wakeboard would be very simple. On the second stage, where it's a little advanced, and I've seen some of those who were able to successfully complete the first stage. They had a hard time on the second stage, and they usually would fall. What I did was I told myself that I'm really good at wakeboarding, right? And then what happened was I was able to execute properly on this second stage of the wakeboarding. On the third step when you're going to actually experience the wakeboarding with that long skateboard ish on that wakeboarding, what happened was I was not successful, because I thought to myself that I'm already good with the stage 1 and stage 2, and the stage 3, if I can remember, with that experience, my mind was actually just saying that you don't have to do it. It's just it's just too hard for you, and it was so difficult. And then I just told myself, I guess I can do this the next time, and I'm good with the stage 1 and stage 2. I really had a good time as well, even in the stage 2 of that experience. And definitely, if I would have another chance, I guess I'm going to go through that stage 3 and try that wakeboarding myself. Okay, so that's why it's very important for us to mentally prepare and practice our minds. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, the number 1 statement that you're not going to say anymore is that I can't afford it. right? And then always ask yourself, how can I afford it, right? And if you're going to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, even at the time when Rich Dad was not yet rich, he is saying that I am a rich man. Rich people don't do this, don't do that, and he would not say that money is the root of evil. He would say that the lack of money is the root of all evil, and he would say money is power. So your words and how you practice your mind, your beliefs around money, it's going to be a huge help, or it can be something that's going to work on your disadvantage. Okay, so more about this one in my Facebook group, right? Business Basics for Aspiring Entrepreneurs. And right now I'm live on the Business Basics for Aspiring Entrepreneurs page. I'm going to share the link to that Facebook group. There's going to be questions, and if you're going to answer those questions, it would really be helpful for me to know how can our team can serve you better on your journey to becoming an entrepreneur. All right, so thank you so much, guys. And again, I'm going to have a 5-day challenge in that Facebook group. It's not yet too late, so you can hop in and join this 5-day challenge. It's going to be a very great experience for you guys. So thank you so much, and good morning.